It's not up to you or me to decide whether or not how this ends. What do you mean?
Well.
More importantly, since you guys requested that we hold this class trial, I'm sure you won't mind allowing me to participate too, right? It'd be easier to argue if I do.
True.
It's true. I was going to make you participate this time, but I didn't think you'd volunteer.
What is it?
You seem confident.
With my magic.
You're confident now, but I'm gonna turn your body into an omnibus with my magic.
Actually,
An omnibus? Do you mean a vehicle or like a book or whatever? Knock it off, and I won't be provoked by your cheap threats.
Yeah, but
Got a rock hard?
That's wonderful.
house.
Oh, cheer me on, you guys totally participating too. What? You kids have a pivotal role to play. What kind of dad would I be if I hogged the spotlight? And if you kids don't play a pivotal role, then what are any of you? Don't worry, as a good parent, I will do my darnest to motivate you
Well now.
with this button.
What?
What's that button for? It's my Monokuma detonator. Monokub, sorry, detonator. That I prepared to ensure my adore kids do their very best.
Yeah.
Well, with the push of this button out, that involves deciding which your bodies. To make sure you try really hard, or I'll start pressing the button. Got it? That's too far. You know what they say, if you kids are cute, put a bomb inside them.
stupid.
That's not real.
Buzz.
I know you kids can do this, you just need proper motivation. So no need to worry, I'll just make sure you all play pivotal roles, that's all.
Dear.
How absurd.
I knew it.
You really are the worst. I'm the best at being the worst, don't you think so? I'll tell you, people can't get enough of my crude
Now
antics. Alright, let's get started. Let's get started. The crude at climax underway. Ready for 4-hour story?
I'd like to begin by asking
Yeah.
Shuichi a question, since this class trial was his idea.
Yeah, let's go for a Monokuma.
What exactly is the point of this class trial?
Yeah! Why are we having a class trial if no one died?
Oh yeah, that's where we're gonna explode in one of them.
My voice was way louder than I expected. I might be on a roll today.
Hey! I'm no slouch at being a loudmouth either!
Me too.
Monodum's voice is super soft, though. Everyone cool with him getting blown up?
You said that the killing game would end if you exposed the truth at the class trial. So, you bastards, what is the purpose of this class trial?
Oh, that's a good question.
But his voice was quiet.
Does force for him not matter at all?
All right, I'll give you an answer. The reason I called for this trial is...
To continue the killing game. Oh, that's not it either.
I was wrong!
Oh, come on, you can't be wrong. Continue the killing?
Oh no!
Guys, great start. It's gonna be a long night.
That's it! I wish to retry a past case.
What do you mean?
A retrial?
For which case?
The first one, the murder of Rantaro Amami. I've found new evidence relevant to the case. In light of that evidence, I demand a retrial.
What's the point of a retrial? The result of the first class trial has already been settled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah!
What if our vote was wrong?
Can it be?
Wrong.
Monokuma said the blackened for that incident was Kaede.
Are you saying he was wrong?
Whoa!
Mono Kid, your reactions are too extreme. It's
Too
making
extreme.
the rest of us look bad.
Oh shit! He's already got the detonator!
To test the validity of our vote, we're going to retry the entire case.
Okay.
Monokuma was wrong. The validity of these trials would be in question. The entire killing game wouldn't make sense anymore.
He violated his own rules.
I see. You think you can destroy the game by calling out my failure as the game master.
You shouldn't have a problem with this if you have nothing to hide, Monokuma.
So in the end, the first case has become the focal point yet again. What a twist! What an interesting twist! Okay, let's do this!
So what is this new truth?
There are several. But before we go any further, I want to discuss Rantaro's talent.
Puzzle Master?
His talent was?
The ultimate puzzle master. Oh, survivor, sorry.
That's it!
Not puzzle master. What the fudge?
He was the ultimate survivor.
Yes.
Ultimate survivor?
I saw it too. He said so in his video.
What video? In your first killing game, you're the ultimate survivor. You get the survivor's perk.
Rantaro became the ultimate survivor after surviving a past killing game.
Correct.
After his memory was wiped, he participated in the killing game once again.
The game that he wanted.
So this wasn't Rantaro's first killing game?
Apparently.
Why did he participate in a second killing game?
I'm not sure yet. But after I learned that Rantaro was the ultimate survivor, I deduced his objective.
Rantaro's objective?
The reason he went to the library before he was killed, and why he knew about the hidden door.
Didn't he just happen to randomly notice the hidden door?
That's what I thought at the time, but it appears that assumption was false. There was an actual reason Rantaro knew about the door. That's it!
Coincidence? Survivor's perk.
Rantaro was given this monopad as a kind of survivor perk. It has a map of the entire academy, including areas that had not yet been unlocked. Of course, that includes the hidden room.
To think Rantaro was given that as a survivor perk.
He found out about the hidden room with this map?
The monopad also contained a video Rantaro recorded for himself.
If the mastermind ever needed a spare Monokuma, they would head to the hidden room.
The message was what inspired him to go to the library, to investigate the hidden room.
The mastermind would have gone to that room to mass-produce Monokuma once time ran out. So, in order to figure out who the mastermind was, Rantaro went to the hidden room at the back of the library just before time ran out.
That's right. Rantaro must have come to the same conclusion that Kaede and I did.
Sure is ironic that the ultimate survivor died because of Kaede's crap.
Yeah.
But if Rantaro had a clue like that, why didn't he come to us with it?
Didn't know if one of us was
I
the
assumed because he
mastermind.
didn't trust us. The killing game had just started, after all.
True. That also.
What he said in his video message certainly didn't help either. He told himself to only share this information with people he could trust.
He didn't have any recollection of filming this message, right? That means he must have had trouble believing it as well.
It was probably confusing to him, too. That's why he didn't consult us.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it, everything's fine.
He didn't know if he could trust that video, or trust us, or even trust himself.
Which is exactly what Monokuma
So
wanted.
lost. But with the time limit approaching, he decided to take a chance.
So he went to the library alone, without telling anyone.
And then he got killed by Kaede's trap.
The only people who knew about the hidden door at that time were Rantaro and I. I had Kaede with me, and I thought I could trust her, so I told her about the hidden room. That was the difference between me and Rantaro, I suppose. I had Kaede.
And Kaede's the one who killed him!
What a snake!
Hey, so what are you guys talking about? Is this something I forgot?
I don't know anything about what they're saying.
Is this something that transpired before we were born?
So what's your point? You know who Rantaro was and why he did what he did. But it's pointless now, isn't it?
No, it's not pointless. Now that we know this new information, if we look back at Rantaro's case, we can find a new truth that we missed at the time.
A new truth?
I don't really get it, but we just need to look at Rantaro's case again, right?
Then let's do it.
Yes, let's do this together.
With my vast magical powers, I'll turn Monokuma into an omnibus. I don't really get that either, but I guess we're gonna republish Monokuma.
Rantaro went to the library just before Monokuma's time limit expired.
Using the information provided by the survivor code, he made his way to the hidden door.
To expose the identity of the mastermind. But before he could achieve that goal, he got hit in the head with a shot football and died.
Because of Kaede's fully automatic killing machine! Fully automatic? There was no culprit at the scene. The only one in the library at the time of the murder was Rantaro himself!
That's a fact, right?
The camera went off just before the incident, and only Rantaro was in the picture.
Time of the murder was Rantaro himself!
That's wrong!
Head was taken away.
No, Rantaro was not the only one in the library at the time the murder occurred. This survivor perk monopad is proof of that.
Why would that monopad be evidence?
The monopad was given exclusively to Rantaro as his survivor perk, correct? But when we searched Rantaro's body, he didn't have it on his person. He only had his student handbook monopad. Which means that someone took this monopad from Rantaro after the murder.
That's very wrong.
Wow! That's what we've been saying!
What? Keep quiet, will you? I don't have time for your nonsense right now.
Spoken like the true me.
I have no clue what anyone is talking about.
If we don't chime in soon, Pops is gonna push the detonator.
Then we better not let these fucking chumps run their mouths anymore.
A bloody monopad is disgusting! You should wash it right away!
That's not a real rebuttal!
Someone stole the survivor perk. Where's the proof?
No way there's a bloody thief!
But remember, Rantaro brought the survivor perk monopad to the library. If it's missing now, that must mean someone stole it.
He brought that monopad to the library?
I think there's maybe no way that's possible.
All he had on him was the student handbook monopad. He didn't bring the survivor perk with him.
I'll cut through your words.
His picture proves it. Oh, my FPS.
No, there is no doubt Rantaro brought the survivor
good
perk
now.
monopad to the library.
Yes.
The picture taken just before he died clearly shows him holding it.
You know, I never even thought about that.
That could be his student handbook monopad, bro. You fucking know.
No, it was definitely the same monopad. You see the way the blood is dried here?
Exactly how he was holding
The
it.
outline of his fingers matches how he was holding it in the picture.
Oh, you're right.
Shortly after this photo was taken, Rantaro was struck in the head by the shot put ball. Do you think that's when this bloody outline on the monopad was formed?
I do. That's why the monopad Rantaro is holding in this picture
Has to be the survivor perk one.
has to be the same monopad we have now.
What?
Come on, no!
And now.
It makes us look like we're not paying attention.
Scream all you want. Monosuke's the one that's gonna get blown up.
Ah! Monokid!
We'll follow the same order as last time.
I was so upset my cute cubs lost that my finger slipped!
Woohoo!
But those were some pretty fireworks. Even in death, my kid's a real cutie! I hear lions push their cubs into bottomless ravines to kill them.
I don't think that's true.
So there was a thief, huh? I can't believe someone would do something so evil.
So who took the monopad? Do you know anything else?
The one who took that monopad is the mastermind. I'm sure of it.
The mastermind?
The survivor perk monopad was found in the library's hidden room. And only the mastermind would have been able to enter that room, correct?
Between the time Rantaro died and when we found him, they put that monopad in the hidden room?
Yeah.
Nope, that's impossible!
Impossible? Why?
Huh? You don't know? Why, even my cute little cubs have already figured it out.
Huh? We have?
Yeah, so I'll let Monotaro explain.
Huh? I've already forgotten what we're even talking about.
Oh, crap, he's gonna push it! It's gonna be Monacan all over again!
The mastermind is not in any of the photos taken in the library. Why is that?
Huh?
Oh, that's true. In order to get to the hidden room, you need to move the bookcase, right? But Shuichi and Kaede set up those hidden cameras, so... If the mastermind was using that door, they would have been caught on camera.
But none of the pictures showed anyone like that.
Remember who developed the pictures.
Then, that reasoning is wrong.
It's not, though.
Amazing, Monodon! Well done!
Hold on. The hidden cameras in the library had interval timers.
That too. You have 30 seconds.
Perhaps the mastermind worked within that 30-second interval?
I see. So the mastermind hid in the hidden room, waited for the right timing, grabbed the monopad from the library, and then returned to the hidden room.
Hold on! There's a flaw in your logic.
What? What flaw?
Huh? Don't ask me! The Mono Cubs are gonna explain it! What? Again? Reject your logic without explaining why! That's the Monokuma debate style! Take it from here, Mono Cubs! And you better use your brains or I'll kill ya!
What are we arguing about again?
The hidden camera! Isn't it weird that the mastermind's not in any photos?
Unless they use the interval between shots.
The camera has a 30-second interval between shots. That's enough time to take the monopod from the body.
Then where was the mastermind hiding?
In the hidden room, of course!
If they were still inside the hidden room, how would they know what was happening in the library?
That's wrong! The mastermind saw what was happening in the library. They had surveillance cameras.
Surveillance cameras.
What? Where would something like that be?
You don't know? Even though they're monocubs just like you?
Monocubs?
I mean these.
Ah, so cute and tiny!
Aren't they? They're your siblings, too!
That's a big reveal to drop so casually.
These little guys are called Nanokumas. Their job is to monitor the campus.
How do you know that?
You're on the threshold of an amazing
Oh,
adventure.
Father told me. He said to make sure I told everyone. I had completely forgotten about it. Good thing I just remembered.
Dumbass! You remembered too late!
There are countless nanokumas buzzing all over the campus. All the footage they record is wirelessly transmitted through Mother Kuma, and then sent to Monokuma.
Yes, via Mother Kuma. That's an important point. If Mother Kuma receives the camera feeds, the mastermind could ask it anything. They would know about the situation in the library and the hidden room.
I see! Mother Kuma can tell them the interval timers for the cameras!
Then the mastermind was in the hidden room after they stole the monopad from Rentaro.
But why would they steal the monopad?
The mastermind was probably terrified by the idea of us picking up Rantaro's perk.
No, that's wrong! I wasn't necessarily afraid. The survivor perk was for Rantaro's eyes only. Sure, he could have shared the info with you, but that's not the same as getting the info directly from the monopad. Because then, you can't say it was a survivor perk for Rantaro's eyes only, right? So when he died, I took it back. That's all.
I don't know about that.
How do you figure?
You'll recall now, but at the time, you must have been pretty desperate. The monopad clearly stated that there was a mastermind in the academy. If we knew then that a mastermind was behind everything, we would have worked together. But you couldn't let that happen. You needed us to go after each other.
Either way, you admit the mastermind stole the monopad, right?
Well, yes, but only reluctantly.
Then the mastermind messed up. If they wanted to retrieve the monopad, they should have used Monokuma to do it.
Nope, that's impossible. The rules state I can't participate in a murder, which includes tampering with the crime scene.
If you're so strict about following the rules, does that mean that someone is watching? If that's the case...
Still, what a waste of a survivor perk! If only he lived a little longer, then this info would have made things interesting.
Ah, stop changing the subject!
But the point of this class trial is to discuss Rantaro's case, right? The mastermind stealing his survivor perk shouldn't affect it whatsoever. In the end, Kaede killed him. There's no shaking off that truth.
Yeah!
One truth prevails!
No, that's not the truth. I'm certain of that. It's a lie that you made up.
Me? Why?
That's right. Kaede wasn't the one who killed Rantaro. The true culprit is... That's it! The mastermind controlling Monokuma. They're the one who killed Rantaro.
The mastermind is the culprit?
Jeez, can you call yourself the ultimate detective? Trying to overturn the results of the first-class trial. The Mono Cubs won't be silent about this!
What? Us again?
But we said we don't know!
If Rantaro's killer is the mastermind, that means Kaede was the mastermind!
Any proof the mastermind is the culprit?
Yeah! Got any evidence?
You want evidence Kaede is the culprit? The shot put ball at the murder scene. She used the camera flash to lure Rantaro in, and then cracked his skull with a shot put ball.
Yep, Kaede set up the whole thing. Even the lethal shot put ball. Kaede had it all along.
That's wrong! The most important fact we discovered during the investigation is this. The shot put ball that Rantaro was killed with was different than the one Kaede had.
What'd you say? I have no idea what's going on!
A different shot put ball? What do you mean?
I found a shot put ball in a trash can in a hidden room. But it was not the murder weapon. That shot put ball didn't have any blood on it. Rather, there was a pink fiber stuck to that shot.
Pink fiber? So what?
Do you remember how Kaede was carrying the shot put ball?
I see. She had it in her backpack.
It was wrapped in
The
her spare
vest.
vest.
Which is pink.
Her pink vest.
I see. The shot put ball you found in the hidden room had a pink fiber on it.
Yes, it's a fiber from her vest. That can only mean that the ball I found was the one that was in Kaede's backpack.
What'd you say? Really? I got no idea what you're talking about.
That shot put ball did not have blood on it, so it could not have been the murder weapon. In short, the shot that Kaede used didn't hit Rantaro.
Maybe they just washed off the blood.
What?
If so, the fiber on the shot put ball would have been washed off as well. It's clear to me that the real murder weapon is different than the shot Kaede had. Yes, Kaede set up the bookcase and rolled the shot into the vent. But that shot didn't hit Rantaro. Her plan failed.
Failed? I don't even know what that means.
If you found that shot put ball in the hidden room, then that means...
That's it! The mastermind took it from the library. Only they could get in that room after all.
The mastermind took it?
So they recovered the shot that missed Rantaro, and he was killed by a different one.
Rantaro was killed by the mastermind, who made it look like Kaede was the culprit. That required a bit of trickery on the mastermind's part. They prepared their own shot to kill Rantaro and switched it with Kaede's shot. They took Kaede's shot put ball and stowed it in the hidden room. To put it simply, Kaede didn't kill Rantaro. It was the mastermind.
What?
Did you?
Everyone calm down. Father is going to yell.
What? Whoops! I got too worked up and accidentally pressed the detonator.
The mastermind killed Rantaro, but
I believe the reason had something to do with a time limit motive. Kaede was keeping us all together, and we refused to kill each other. To break up the stalemate, the mastermind introduced that motive. However, this was a gamble. They didn't want to cause total chaos after all.
Because that would just end everything. They wanted an exciting killing game.
That motive put pressure on the mastermind, as well as us.
Yes, Kaede had a plan to kill the mastermind, but Rantaro was caught in the trap. However, her plan ultimately failed. The shot put ball that she rolled didn't hit Rantaro.
Because it missed, we would have been annihilated due to the time limit. But the mastermind wanted to avoid that situation, so they took action.
Thanks to the Nanokumas, the mastermind would have known Kaede's intended murder weapon. So when her plan failed, they would already have another shot put ball prepared.
Then, the mastermind manipulated the scene to make it look like Kaede succeeded. All they had to do was hide Kaede's shot in the hidden room that only they could enter.
So, Kaede was executed on false charges?
Yes. Yes, she was. She didn't actually kill anyone. But she was executed nonetheless, because the mastermind framed her for Rantaro's murder. And Monokuma played along. He let us believe the mastermind's lie. We were all fooled, including Kaede. We thought she was the culprit until the very end. And you want to tell us this game is fair? That there are rules? That's all bullshit! This game makes no sense at all.
If Monokuma twisted the truth for this case, then he could have twisted it for the other cases as well, making this killing game unfair.
Then it's not even a killing game anymore. It's just killing.
I won't forgive them. I'll never forgive them for breaking the rules and killing Kaede. So cruel. I'll never forgive them. And I will avenge Kaede. I swear on her kindness and her love and her grave that I will avenge her.
Yeah! How dare the mastermind create the detonator that blew up the adorable Monodum?
You're the one that blew him up. Don't pass the buck.
Anyway, we know the mastermind is also Rantaro's killer. Let's figure out who that is.
That is, if Monokuma still wants to continue this class trial.
Of course we're gonna keep going. Like I said, this killing game will never end.
No, Monokuma. I will end this. I will reveal the identity of the mastermind and end the killing game.
May I interject? You keep accusing this so-called mastermind, but... Are you sure there's even a mastermind at all?
Are you sure you bastards aren't imagining it? If the mastermind is real, show him to us.
You guys are the ones hiding them!
It's possible the mastermind is still in this academy. The survivor perk said so.
If they were involved in Rantaro's murder, there's no doubt.
Then they must have snuck in during the Gopher Project and stayed hidden in the account.
You just odd. What was that all about?
I just realized something.
Say it, or I'll cast my all the guys you date will be single fathers curse.
It's Kaede's younger twin sister.
No.
Younger twin sister?
It was on this Gopher Project participant list. She has a twin sister. It seemed sort of weird to me. Junko and Oshima had a twin too, right?
Are you saying those same circumstances apply here as well?
This killing game was influenced a lot by the past one, right? So maybe the mastermind's real identity was too.
Maybe. I guess that's a possibility.
Either way, there's no doubt that the mastermind is hiding somewhere in this school.
How unfortunate that you couldn't find them during your final investigation. You're not allowed to leave while the trial's in session, so you can't search for them now.
You can't leave during a trial unless you gotta pee.
Oh, I gotta pee. We're not going for that one.
No.
Can you guys figure out the identity of the mastermind?
Besides the 16 of us at this school, there was a 17th person too. That 17th person is the mastermind.
It could be Kaede's younger twin sister. Just like the previous killing game, the mastermind might have a twin for this game too.
If it really is the same as the previous killing game, then Kaede would still be alive. And she could potentially be the mastermind.
Who cares? You're still no closer to the answer.
No leaving while the trial's in session!
Can you guys figure out the identity of the
Person too. That 17th the mastermind.
That's wrong!
There's only 16 pods.
No, the mastermind can't be a 17th person. That contradicts what Mother Kuma said. It implies that the mastermind wasn't in the hidden room the whole time. They must have been coming and going between the room and the academy, right?
I suppose.
Would someone who has to stay completely hidden really risk that?
Right. If they were trying to hide, they would have just stayed put.
I see. That's some impressive logic.
don't agree with him.
And during the investigation, I found a classroom that makes flashback lights.
A classroom that makes flashback lights?
I'll explain the details later. But there was something interesting. When the door is opened, the classroom reverts to its original state. Clearly, the room is hiding something.
Isn't it obvious? The mastermind didn't want anyone to see them making flashback lights.
But why create such a classroom at all? If the mastermind were a 17th person, they could have their own completely separate room to make flashback lights.
He is right, you know.
Indeed, that would be much safer.
Knowing this, we can make a few assumptions about the mastermind's identity. However, the implications aren't good.
What an ominous way to say it. But there's nothing to worry about. We got this far because we're friends. We're in this together no matter what. There's nothing to fear.
Yeah, she's right.
That's it! The mastermind is most likely one of the participants of this killing game.
One of the participants?
One of the 16 people who were forced to play this game. One of us.
What did you say?
The classroom that makes flashback lights and the hidden room being visited often. It all suggests that the mastermind is someone we'd see every day at the academy.
Oh
Someone we'd see every day. Like one of the 16 students?
That's crazy! There's no way one of us is the mastermind! Because we're all friends! We swore to fight together!
Then it just means that all your friendship talk was a lie, right?
Shut up! That's not possible!
You're upset and irrational. At times like this, a voice of reason is necessary. Absolutely necessary!
Got it! We're up!
All right. We're gonna put on a reasonable yet outstanding show and earn our right to live.
Our right to live? Is someone about to die? Is that what's going on?
Whatever! I don't believe you! There's no way the mastermind's here!
Wait. Even if it's one of the 16 students, it doesn't mean it's one of us, does it?
Huh? What do you mean?
It's possible that the mastermind merely faked their death and has been alive this whole time. Now that we know Monokuma will break rules as he sees fit, that possibility should be...
What's that supposed to mean? Hurry up and answer! If you hurry up, I'm gonna blow up the rest of the Monocubs!
Ah! Hurry up and answer!
Damn it! That's it! We need to go over everyone's alibi for Rantaro's murder again.
Our alibis from way back then?
Yes.
Didn't we discuss that during the first trial? What good would it do to discuss it again?
Now that we know Rantaro was killed by the mastermind, it might lead somewhere. We might find a hole in someone's alibi that we didn't see at the time.
So we just have to give our alibis again.
Fine. Then let's do it. So we can be sure that the mastermind's not one of us.
I wonder where this discussion will lead. Will it lead to a mastermind in this very room? Or not? Either way, we're gonna make sure this trial stays exciting!
I was in the game room in the basement. With Kaito and Gonta and Maki. Also, Tenko and Angie were there too.
Even if I was in the same basement, it's impossible for me to have killed Rantaro.
Hey! I didn't kill Rantaro either!
I was in my room by myself. And so were Ryoma and Kokichi too. I know that is a poor alibi, but I did not kill Rantaro.
I was in the dining hall. Kyo, Mew, and Kirumi were with me. Though I did leave briefly to use the bathroom. I couldn't have killed Rantaro.
And Shuichi was with Kaede, so he couldn't have killed Rantaro either.
Flippin'.
I was in the game room in the basement.
I was in my room by myself. And so were Ryoma and Kokichi too. I know that is a poor alibi, but I did not kill Rantaro.
Me. Though I did leave briefly to use the bathroom. I couldn't have killed Rantaro.
That's wrong!
Oh no.
Wait a minute, Tsumugi.
Tsumugi this whole time?
You said you went to the bathroom. The girls' bathroom near the dining hall, right?
What did you say? That bathroom?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? What? What about it?
Shuichi, didn't you investigate the girls' bathroom? Did you find anything?
The utility closet in that bathroom has a hidden passageway. One that's connected to the hidden room in the back of the library. Which means it's possible to get into the hidden room from that bathroom.
No, because she can't imposter people. Only fictional characters.
Around the time Rantaro was killed, Tsumugi went to that exact bathroom. I'm positive that when Rantaro was killed, the culprit was in the hidden room. It's too convenient to be coincidence.
Hold on. This is all so sudden. I don't think I understand.
But maybe they got there from the hidden door in the library instead.
No, I don't think so.
There's dust on the
Remember
card.
that I had placed dust in the card reader in the library. I was trying to determine if the hidden door was opened with a card reader. But the dust didn't fall. That means nobody used that card reader.
So, to enter the hidden room, they would need to use a different route. The girls' bathroom.
Yes, I believe that's the case. The culprit entered the hidden room from the girls' bathroom on the first floor, and with the help of Mother Kuma, watched the situation in the library unfold. As soon as they saw that Kaede's plan failed, they waited for the camera interval and leaped out of the hidden room, shot-put ball in hand. The hidden door could open from the inside, so there was no need to use the card reader. In any case, the culprit attacked Rantaro with a shot-put ball, left it in the library, picked up the shot that Kaede had used, and returned to the hidden room.
And they also took the survivor perk monopad that Rantaro had, right?
Yes, then they left the monopad and the shot in the hidden room, headed in and returned to the girls' bathroom.
Are you saying the one who did it was Tsumugi?
No, it has to be some kind of mistake. Up till now, everything pointed to the mastermind not being one of us.
Is Tsumugi even capable of doing all this? He's just a cosplayer, you know.
Yeah, all this would be impossible for just some cosplayer.
But you said that you went to that bathroom during Rantaro's murder. How can you possibly refute that fact?
Refute? It's all just a coincidence. Oh, Cable and Ryoma didn't have alibis. What if they went to the girls' bathroom?
Did you see one of them in the girls' bathroom?
What?
If one of them had gone into that bathroom, you would have seen each other, right?
Truth.
But you never mentioned that.
But that's...
Tsumugi, what's the meaning of this?
Can this really be true?
Tsumugi, is this true?
No, it's not! I really only went to use the bathroom. I didn't know about the hidden passage.
Look lively, Mono Cubs! You're up! Move your asses!
That's very wrong.
Father's never yelled at me like that before.
If we don't do well here, we're all gonna get blown up together.
I still want to live longer! I want to see the next chapter! So please, let us win!
What?
Please, please let us win! We don't want to die!
We're like snowflakes! We're one of a kind!
I don't know what Four Eyes is talking about. Bad guys never wear glasses.
Anyway, just cut it out! We don't want to die!
Monokuma and the mastermind are the bad guys here. You don't want to die? Do you know how many of my friends were sacrificed?
Please, help us!
Is Four Eyes over there really the mastermind? We don't know anything.
I don't wanna explode!
Even if she is the culprit,
Hey, let's just stop this!
there's no evidence that she's the mastermind!
Fire it!
I'll cut through your words.
Not registering my buttons, apparently.
Before being destroyed, Mother Kuma told us something. That individual is, of course, the mastermind.
When the mastermind commands Mother Kuma to give birth, it makes a spare.
We all tried it out.
But Kiba wasn't there, was he?
Right, because I was fighting the Exosols.
Did you hear that? Kiba didn't try giving Mother Kuma a command. So the real mastermind is...
Tsumugi was the only one who didn't say give birth.
Huh?
Everyone else said give birth. Tsumugi specifically used a different phrase.
Try to make a new Monokuma.
You didn't say give birth. You said make. You knew how to get Mother Kuma to create a spare, didn't you? That's why you specifically said make. If you had said give birth, Mother Kuma would have made a spare. Am I right, Tsumugi?
Hey, come on. What's wrong? Don't be like that, Shuichi. Do you really think I'm the mastermind? There's just no way. Hey, everyone, say something. I'm not the mastermind. That's crazy, right?
Then refute it. We're waiting.
Huh?
I don't want to believe it either. That one of our friends, the survivors, could do this. That's why I'm begging, Tsumugi. I'm begging you to refute me. I might be wrong. I was wrong before. About Kaede. That's why I need everyone's help. I don't care if my detective work is wrong. I want to hear your argument. Reaching the truth together is what cooperation means to me.
Tsumugi, please.
Tsumugi, please!
What's the matter? You can't argue back after hearing that.
Whoa, hold on. I don't know what's going on right now, but just hold on a sec.
Oh, Momosuke's infamous impatience rears its ugly head.
And what an ugly head it is!
I don't think friends should blame each other like this, you know? Come on, smile, everyone. I know, we could watch a comedy special so we could all smile.
Jeez, you're noisy.
Momosuke!
Oh my god.
Why? You loved Monosuke so much.
Oh yeah, right. But we're at the good part now. So be quiet and watch like good little cubs.
Father?
See? It's getting exciting. Shuichi is trying to reveal the mastermind, trying to overcome despair. It's so heart-pounding!
It has to be you! Mastermind of this killing game. And the culprit who killed Rantaro is you, Tsumugi. There are no other possibilities. You don't have anything to say?
Anything to say? Even if you keep saying all that stuff, I still don't get it. Hey, let's stop this already. You're mistaken. Because we're all friends, right? Weren't we going to work together to end this killing game?
This is a class trial. Although we were forced into these class trials by the mastermind, that's how we survived. It was the only way. It was the only way we could survive. So please, Tsumugi, refute the evidence. Say something. Your life depends on it. Please.
Tsumugi, I don't want to suspect you. I want to believe in you. I want the mastermind to be somewhere else, like in the previous killing games. So, if you're really not the mastermind, then don't give up. I'll cheer you on.
Even if you say that...
Tsumugi is taking her sweet time, but waiting around is so boring. Hey, Shuichi! Why don't we look over the case again?
What?
Come on, that's like your thing. Present the truth and end this. Because there are people who don't know what the heck is going on until we get to this part. Now then, let's start.
This is the truth of the case! With this new evidence, let's look back at Rantaro's murder. The night of the incident, Kaede and I were in the first floor classroom. We were waiting for the mastermind to trigger the trap we set in the library. Around that time, there were 4 people in the dining hall, including the mastermind. The mastermind was probably irritated that no murders had yet occurred. After the motive was given, they knew that Kaede was planning something. But the mastermind wanted some insurance. They would take action if necessary. The mastermind excused themselves from the dining hall and went to the bathroom. And from there, to the hidden room in the library that only the mastermind could enter. And there they waited. With less than an hour before the time limit expired, Rantaro moved the library's bookcase, which set off the receiver I was holding. It all happened the way we determined in the first trial, except at the end. I ran out of the room, and Kaede rolled the shot put ball into the air vent. At the same time, Rantaro was lured by the flash of the hidden camera Kaede set. He unwittingly stepped right into the path of the shot. The shot rolled down the path Kaede made, and then fell right onto Rantaro's head, killing him instantly. Or so we thought. It turns out that was just what the mastermind wanted us to believe. In reality, Kaede's murder plan happened quite differently. The shot put ball that Kaede rolled didn't actually hit Rantaro. He must have been surprised seeing the shot put ball drop out of nowhere like that. But his fate was sealed. The mastermind saw that Kaede's plan failed and stepped in to finish the job. The mastermind jumped out of the hidden room and attacked Rantaro from behind. And in their hand, the real murder weapon, their own shot put ball. Rantaro wasn't killed by Kaede's shot, but by the mastermind's. The mastermind picked up Kaede's shot and left their shot put ball at the scene. They also looted the survivor perk monopad from Rantaro's body. Those things in hand, they retreated back into the hidden room. I remember seeing the bookcase closing just as Kaede and I got there. The mastermind had probably just finished their crime. And so, the real truth was perfectly hidden from us. We went to the class trial and reached the truth that Kaede was the culprit. But that truth had been twisted by the mastermind. After the murder, the mastermind left the stolen monopad on the table in the hidden room. And threw Kaede's shot put ball into the trash can. A little careless of them to not get rid of all the evidence. They probably believed no one would ever get into that room, but we did. Their crime complete, the mastermind went back through the hidden passageway. The passageway led from the hidden room all the way to the girls' bathroom on the first floor. While the mastermind was pretending to use the girls' bathroom, they were actually using the hidden passageway. That's how they moved around without being noticed. Anyone could have used the hidden passageway, not just the people in the dining hall. But looking at the survivors, only you could possibly be the mastermind. If I'm wrong, please, refute me. Please tell us you aren't the mastermind, Tsumugi Shirogane, the ultimate cosplayer. That's the truth of this case, of the killing game itself. Well, Tsumugi?
Well, what?
Yes! What a scorching hot twist! My hand holding the detonator is tensing up! Don't get tense! Calm down!
Daddy! Please stop this! Go back to how you used to be! When you loved us so much!
How I used to be was more suited to a different story than this one. Your story doesn't matter. I can watch this exciting development!
Well, Tsumugi, are there any flaws in Shuichi's logic? If so, then please tell us.
Flaws? There's a bunch of flaws all over it.
Then explain.
You can do it! You can do it, Tsumugi!
Even if you cheer me on. It's not like that. I didn't do it. It's plain to see.
Fight back, Tsumugi! Come on! You can do it! You can do it!
Daddy, you're tensing up again.
I still want to live, so please don't push the button!
Tsumugi, please just say something. If you don't defend yourself...
It's Junko Enoshima!
What?
What?
'Cause it's always been her. In the Hope's Peak killing game and in the Jabberwock Island killing game. Junko Enoshima didn't participate. She controlled the game from outside. Even if it's boring or repetitive, she's always the mastermind, isn't she? Then it's like that this time too.
So far,
It's gotta be Junko
true.
again.
However,
Junko Enoshima is dead. She's not part of
Yeah.
this killing game.
You're wrong. She hasn't been eliminated. It's all Junko's doing. This killing game is her doing too. Yeah, that's gotta be it. 'Cause Junko Enoshima is...
Junko Enoshima is...
'Cause Junko Enoshima is...
Junko Eno...
Daddy, please don't get so excited. You pressed the button by accident.
Look at our cute faces! Can you really bear to be without us?
Junko Enoshima is...
Junko Enoshima is what? Okay, time for a commercial break.
No, it isn't.
See? We're a good comedy group too! So please don't...
'Cause Junko Enoshima is... Junko Enoshima is...
Right the fuck here!
Sorry to keep you waiting. Even if nobody was waiting. Even if it makes you go, what? Again? The Diva of Despair takes the stage once more. Junko Enoshima, the 53rd.
new Ultimate Despair?
There you have it! Once again, the mastermind is Junko Enoshima!
Junko Enoshima, the 53rd?
Tsumugi, what's the matter? Aren't you Tsumugi Shirogane, our friend who survived with us?
Sorry about that. You can go ahead and forget about Tsumugi Shirogane.
Because I'm just a character. You know, alive.
Sorry to all her fans out there. If any of you even exist, that is.
Alive?
Tsumugi Shirogane was nothing more than a cover for me, the mastermind. Calling her your friend? Ugh, it's laughable, really. Really, I'm gonna laugh.
Are you serious? You're the mastermind behind this?
But why? That face and that voice. It's just like...
Junko Enoshima.
I know, right? Oh, does it make you fall into despair? Well, does it?
No, that's not possible. Junko Enoshima is dead.
But why did you call yourself the 53rd?
As history repeats itself, so does Junko Enoshima.
As you can see, I am a perfect reproduction of Junko Enoshima.
So, you're just a freak pretending to be Junko Enoshima, huh?
No, a perfect reproduction.
Perfect reproductions are exactly the same as the original.
Her logic is impossible to follow, much like the real Junko Enoshima's.
Whatever it is, You're the actual mastermind of this killing game, right? So if we kill you, then that'll be the end, correct?
Say mean things like that. Besides, killing me never ends the game.
It never ends the game? What do you mean?
She's bluffing. Let's just kill her and get it over with.
Wait, if force is necessary, it should wait until after we see what she... No need, Kibo, because this class trial is over.
What? It's already over? Oh, but I just showed up.
You killed Kaede, and Monokuma covered it up with a false narrative. The class trials are rigged, and this whole game is illegitimate.
Oh, that. Right. Yeah, I definitely messed that up. Sorry about that.
So? Is that all you have to say?
The viewers won't accept that kind of apology. You gotta stop the killing game!
Huh? The viewers?
It seems like you're on the wrong track, so let me explain.
Okay, so first, I'll start with the event that inspired me to plan this killing game. That was about the time the meteorite impact started intensifying.
Did she just start some big story on her own?
I knew of Hope's Peak Academy's Gopher Project, and my inner Junko told me.
Crushing the Gopher Project, humanity's last hope, would be the perfect despair.
That's when I took over the killing game I devised. I forced those selected as humanity's last hope to play my killing game.
And then I took the name Tsumugi Shirogane and sneaked in among them.
Did Kokichi know about this? Wasn't he a remnant of despair? He was your comrade, right?
Comrade? Junko Enoshima doesn't have comrades.
It's like, you don't need a remote after you've thrown out the TV, right?
The remnants of despair are just a bunch of despair fanboys and fangirls. But I am despair itself. I am a god of despair. Kokichi was just one of my believers.
A god wouldn't be comrades with one of their believers, right?
Then Kokichi didn't know your true identity either.
What a hopeless existence he led. To the end, he had no idea the object of his worship was right under his nose.
I don't care about your story. Tell us about the people watching. Who's this killing game being shown to? Where are the survivors of humanity?
There's nobody watching.
Huh?
We were the last 16 people alive, you know. Who could be watching? Humanity is gone.
No, you're lying. If this isn't being shown to anyone, why care so much about rules? You're the one who keeps talking about making the game interesting. For whom?
That was just a part of my perfect reproduction.
Your what?
I just perfectly reproduced my own killing game is all. Just like the old Junko. The original was meant to be shown, so that's how I made mine.
You just wanted to recreate the past killing game. That's it?
Yep, that's it.
There are no survivors of humanity. Things are just as you recalled.
That is the truth of the Ultimate Academy killing game!
No, that's wrong!
Oh dear! I am so surprised!
Maybe we all remember that there's no one left out there. But how do we know our memories are real?
What do you mean by that? You think your memories are wrong?
There's something that's been bothering me about our memories. Here, look at this book.
The complete history of Hope's Peak Academy?
This book contains years of research about Hope's Peak Academy. Nothing would indicate this book is a prop. I believe the information here is accurate. But there's a lot written in here that differs from our memories.
What is different?
To know that for certain, I'll need everyone's help. I want you all to tell me everything that you remember about Hope's Peak Academy.
Just tell me what's different.
Free to talk about what we remember from Hope's Peak?
So it started with the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That event originated at Hope's Peak Academy, inspiring wars and terrorism around the world. It would not be hyperbole to say that event brought despair to all mankind.
And it was all caused by a single high school girl.
Junko Enoshima enrolled in Hope's Peak Academy as the ultimate fashionista. But my real identity was the ultimate despair. In order to cover the world in despair, I put my plans...
Wait a minute. Something doesn't add up here.
Huh? I detect no discrepancy in my memory banks.
Yes. Everything we just said is just like we remember it. But it doesn't match what's written in the history of Hope's Peak Academy.
So you gotta play Spot the Difference! Point out what everyone is mistaken about. All right!
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
That event originated at Hope's Peak Academy, inspiring war and terrorism around the world.
The cause of all that despair was just a single high school girl.
That's
No,
wrong.
it wasn't.
One high school girl started the tragedy, the ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima. At least that's what I remember, but that's not what this book says. Ultimate despair doesn't just refer to Junko Enoshima. It refers to a group and the movement that came after. To put it simply, there's more to ultimate despair than Junko Enoshima.
This is the first time I've heard about this. Wasn't Junko the ultimate despair?
That's what I recall as well. That label should only apply to her.
Coincidences sure are scary. Everyone misremembered the same thing.
Coincidence? Misremembered?
I don't know if they have different voice actors for Junko and Hiroshima, but it doesn't
That's
sound
not all.
exactly
There
right.
are other discrepancies.
I
I'd
don't
like
know
to
if that's
point out.
on purpose either or not.
Ugh, does it even matter? I'm bored already.
Just shut up.
So, let's continue where we left off. Junko resorted to different tactics to cover the world with despair. The killing game between the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy, for example.
They were locked up and forced into the killing game by the ultimate despair.
But ooh-hoo. When I, the one who started it all, died, events were set in motion.
No, you
And
didn't
the world
die.
began to move towards restoration.
Oh, you mean
Then
after the
fight
fact.
between the Future Foundation and the remnants of despair raged on! But the worst-case scenario was avoided! Yay! A happy ending.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, because Junko had prepared countless ways of spreading despair.
Like the killing game of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy.
They were held prisoner by the ultimate despair. And forced into the killing game.
Oh, I have some bad news about that. The events that my death set in motion are only now reaching their climax.
So the remnants of despair and the Future Foundation are still fighting. But for now, we've avoided the worst of it.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic
Event in human history.
because Junko had prepared
Countless ways to
Oh, I see.
Killing game of the
By the ultimate despair. And forced into the killing game.
Oh, some bad news about
So the remnants of despair and the Future Foundation are still fighting, but for now, we've avoided the worst of it. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Because Junko had prepared countless ways of spreading despair.
Like the killing game of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy.
They were held prisoner by the ultimate and forced into
It didn't hit. Even though it did.
So the remnants of despair and the Teacher Foundation are still fighting, but for now, we've avoided the worst of it. This most awful, most tragic event in human history happened, because Hugo had prepared countless ways of spreading despair. Like the killing game of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy, they were held prisoner by the ultimate.
There we go.
Wrong! It wasn't the ultimate despair that trapped the 78th class in Hope's Peak Academy. It was the class themselves. They shut themselves in.
Mm-hmm.
Shut themselves in?
Correct!
Why would they shut themselves in?
It has to do with the Hope's Peak Academy shelter project. During the tragedy, the 78th class trapped themselves inside Hope's Peak Academy for protection.
So our memory of the 78th class being trapped by the ultimate despair?
Are you saying our memories are wrong?
It just means those documents were written all half-assed. There's no need to worry about it. Your memories are all correct.
What you've been saying isn't consistent. First you said it was just coincidence.
Is that so?
Let's just move on. I want to talk about one more thing from our memories. It's about the rebuilt Hope's Peak Academy that we were attending.
What about Hope's Peak Academy?
There's no doubt that the 16 of us were students at Hope's Peak Academy. We heard it had been rebuilt and was accepting applications for talented students again. And so, we gathered at the brand new Hope's Peak Academy.
Since Hope's Peak Academy was large, we were all in separate classes. But there's no doubt we were students of the new school.
Hope you like doing non-stop debates, because we're gonna be doing it a lot.
Hope's Peak Academy was rebuilt. And with that, recruitment of talented students resumed.
And we found out. We came to the new Hope's Peak Academy.
The new Hope's Peak Academy was a huge school. Which is why we were all in different classes.
But we're all the same!
That's right. We were all students of Hope's Peak Academy.
Dang.
Hope's Peak Academy was rebuilt.
And with that,
Recruitment of talented students resumed.
That's wrong! We remember Hope's Peak Academy taking applications from talented students. But that's not what's written here. The Academy did not take applications. All of their students were scouted.
Ah, slight difference. Slight difference.
I wasn't scouted. I applied to Hope's Peak Academy on my own.
Me too. I chose to come to Hope's Peak. At least, that's what I remember.
Are you saying we're remembering it wrong?
But what if this book's just wrong? Researchers make mistakes too.
Maybe so, but I'm not getting all this from just the book. There is other evidence as well.
Other what?
The killing game we're in now is one that began with Hope's Peak Academy. So this is the third game after Hope's Peak and Jabberwock Island. But remember what Rantaro said?
This isn't your first killing game.
But Rantaro's name wasn't listed among the past participants of the game. He was not present at the two killing games that Junko orchestrated.
Ugh.
Then, which killing game did Rantaro participate in?
I'm not entirely sure, but it's clearly inconsistent, isn't it? And the inconsistencies don't stop there. Kokichi's account is also suspect.
Kokichi's account is inconsistent too?
Oh, an inconsistency? Do tell.
We remember Kokichi as a remnant of despair. But I don't think that's true. He wasn't a remnant of despair.
He wasn't a remnant of despair?
That's impossible! He was definitely a remnant of despair. The remnants of despair were the ones who tried to stop the Gopher Project. And Kokichi was their leader. If he was the one leading the remnants of despair...
He was not.
Then he must have been second only to the ultimate despair herself.
Yes, he loved me more than anyone. Like an obsessed fan hiding in the bushes. So where's your proof he wasn't a remnant of despair?
This is it! The motive video we found in Kokichi's dorm room.
I don't know if mods are working for Beat Saber anymore.
An organization centered around petty crimes, one that forbids murder. And in addition to that, the group was only 10 people. That's far too few to be the same group that tried to sabotage the Gopher Project. Meaning that whatever group Kokichi was a part of is not the remnants of despair. His motive video clearly contradicts our memories. The memory we have of Kokichi being a remnant has to be false.
You mean he wasn't a remnant of despair? That's not possible.
Come to think of it, we never actually heard it directly from him.
But it's still not possible.
Kokichi didn't tell us because he wasn't exposed to that flashback light. And neither was Kaito. Kaito didn't appear to know anything about the remnants of despair, or Junko Enoshima.
If they'd been exposed to it, maybe we'd know the truth.
Maybe it's better that they weren't. I think the people who were affected by that flashback light were wrong.
What do you mean?
All of these weird inconsistencies are from memories we got from the flashback lights.
So the flashback lights are the cause?
You found the classroom that makes all the flashback lights, right, Shuichi?
Yes, and I noticed something strange about it. I actually did a little experimenting with a device hidden in the room. It allowed you to select the memory that a flashback light would recover. However, some of the memories were inconsistent with each other. One might say there are survivors, but another would say there are no survivors. Bizarre, right? The flashback lights allegedly help us recover our memories. We're supposed to remember the truth that we forgot, and there should only be one truth. But then, having the option to recover contradictory memories doesn't make sense.
Then what are you saying?
Huh?
The flashback light isn't for recovering lost memories? Is that what you're saying?
Then what was it for?
What was it for, huh? Huh?
Go on, tell them. What are the flashback lights for?
Here comes my least favorite minigame. Oh, here it is. Time to kill myself.
I see now.
Chase and Gabbit. I hate spilling games.
Yes, that's it. The flashback light isn't supposed to help us remember anything. It's a tool for implanting false memories.
Implanting memories?
Yes.
Yes, the memories you could select for the flashback lights weren't our real memories. They were memories to be implanted inside us. That's why the contents of those memories contradict each other. Once we're exposed to a flashback light, those memories become the truth to us.
So the memories we recovered with the flashback lights were...
Not real. They were all false memories. They were all lies.
Lies?
Oh, what a horrible truth! If the memories from the flashback lights are lies, then everything was a lie! Oh, the suspense and foreshadowing was for nothing! Can you believe it? It's like everything that happened didn't matter at all.
Well, that is what it means.
Huh?
Lies are just like snowballs. The more you roll them, the bigger they get. The bigger they are, the more fun and shocking it is when they're revealed.
That's why everything up till now has been lies. That's the truth.
The memories from the flashback lights were just lies?
It's just as Shuichi said. The flashback lights are not for recovering lost memories. They're tools for implanting new ones. The light they emit is actually information that has been converted to light waves. That light is beamed directly into the brain, causing a deja vu sort of phenomenon. The brain gets confused and thinks the info it just received happened in the past.
We were just confused?
For example, your memories of being students of Hope's Peak Academy?
Hey, you guys don't have anything to do with Hope's Peak Academy.
None of us were ever students there. It was just a fake memory.
We're not students from Hope's Peak?
Yep, that was all fake.
Looking back, it was a mistake to have you remember Hope's Peak.
I didn't originally plan on giving you those memories, but I was in a rush and overlooked all those inconsistencies, so you figured it all out.
It's hopelessly the worst!
So that's why Kokichi had to die?
Good job, Mr. Detective. You got it.
The only reason we thought Kokichi was a remnant was because of the flashback lights. But he did say that he was the leader of a cult organization. That was a lie he invented himself. He wanted to be the mastermind. He wanted us to believe it. That's why he lied. He usurped the mastermind's role, but in doing so, became a thorn in their side. So to get rid of that hindrance, the mastermind played along with the lie. The mastermind manipulated us into thinking Kokichi was a remnant of despair.
At the same time, having everyone remember Hope's Peak Academy made you guys target him because you thought he was a remnant of despair.
Yeah.
They were using the flashback lights to control us?
Yeah.
Then the reason
Bye.
you tried to kill Kokichi was...
You were being controlled by false memories, like putty in the mastermind's hands. But Maki wasn't the only one being controlled. You all were! Remember when Kokichi revealed the truth of the outside world? You all got so depressed, you couldn't even focus on the killing game!
Wait, then, to make us recover from that, you...
Flashback light.
Yep, we gave you memories of being Hope's Peak Academy students, the symbol of hope.
So you all could face despair.
You controlled us with that big memory?
Yep.
Well, it wasn't just that memory. It was all of them up till now. New mysteries and truths turn to motivation. Motivation drives a story. Everything from the flashback lights was just motivation to move you forward. But I guess it was fake motivation.
You idiots kept getting jerked around by meaningless lies.
This class trial was like that too, wasn't it? Why was it you were so motivated to do it? Because you got a memory from one of the flashback lights, right?
Was that also a memory you used to control us?
Hey, what was it you guys remembered from it again? At first, you ran away from the Gopher Project, humanity's last hope. But then, you bravely chose to accept your fate. You took on all the wishes of your friends and family. And now, you remember how you got here. You remembered that you had all been entrusted with the world's hope, right? Remembering the weight of that hope should have made you feel stronger. I have to escape! I'll never give up! I won't be defeated by the mastermind!
Even though Kaito and Kokichi were gone, and Kibo started to go berserk, you guys didn't give up hope. You decided to face this killing game, right?
You were controlling our emotions? Even our resolve to defeat the mastermind?
This is a killing game. A death game where emotions run like blood.
If the participants aren't trying their best to live, it's just not very exciting.
Oh, the memories were fake? Then what was everything till now? That memory, and 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 that... If they were all fake memories, then... Where are we? Why are we in this killing game?
Yeah, who knows? My plans for mankind's last killing game kinda just fell apart. So figure out why on your own. This is a class trial after all.
Then, who are you? I don't know who you are.
Oh, what's not to understand? I became me. What about that don't you get?
If this killing game is connected to Hope's Peak Academy, then I believe you. This is certainly the work of someone carrying on Junko Enoshima's will. But we have nothing to do with Hope's Peak, so you can't be Junko. So who the hell are you?
I'm me, no one else.
What?
What is this?
Huh? You know him, don't you? He was in the Jabberwock Island killing game.
I'm Hajime Hinata.
That's not what we mean. What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm just cosplaying.
Cosplaying?
But you can't...
Yeah, this is just cosplay.
But it's not just normal cosplay, because I can perfectly replicate the character.
Check it out! Even my voice sounds exactly the same.
Is Junko Enoshima also?
Yes, it's my cosplay.
What?
can perfectly reproduce a number of characters and actually become them!
This is the talent of the ultimate cosplayer.
Number of characters?
But they're not characters though.
Cosplay as students of Hope's Peak Academy. Because Sumugi told us.
You can't do that. You get cospops.
You remembered! Yes, that's exactly right!
Then the whole story's fake?
What does this mean? What?
It's all fiction.
If what I said was the truth, then Hope's Peak Academy was... It's fictional. It's all fictional?
All fictional?
Fictional?
No.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history never happened. Hope's Peak, the Future Foundation, and the remnants of despair do not exist. Because it's all fiction. None of it actually happened in the real world.
All of those events took place within a fictional world known as Danganronpa.
What?
Danganronpa.
Gabe's becoming self-aware, guys. I don't know what we should do.
What? You've never heard of Danganronpa? We're all characters in it.
That's right! Me, that nasty pig bark, and everyone else are all fictional.
Hold on. Then, Hope's Peak Academy doesn't exist?
No, because it's fiction. Doesn't exist in the real world.
What?
Isn't that surprising? Yeah. Up till now, you thought fiction was fact.
Fiction is just fiction. Danganronpa's just fiction.
This whole Danganronpa story was just stuffed into your memories.
For that reason, you all believed that work of fiction was, in fact, reality.
And that's how we put on a cosplay performance for everyone to see. A cosplay performance of the whole wide Danganronpa world.
Cosplay of the whole wide world? So, this was all fake? Everything was made up? And the whole time, we thought it was real?
Did you think the ultimate cosplayer's talent was only limited to characters?
It'd be kinda lame if that was all the big bad mastermind could do.
I can do far more than that. I can cosplay the world itself. So if you want to make me your enemy...
Then your enemy is the world of Danganronpa itself.
Danganronpa itself?
But why? Why would you do this? Why make us think it's real?
Well, duh. It's so you don't play the killing game.
This is the world of Danganronpa, you know? No shit we're playing the killing game. But it's not just any killing game. It's a killing game that takes place in the real world, propped up by fiction.
In other words, it's ultimate real fiction.
Ultimate real fiction?
But if it's fiction, if everything isn't real, then the world being in ruins is also fiction, right? The world outside is fine, right?
Right, of course! How did you like that scene? Our staff worked very hard on it.
Staff?
There's no need to worry about the people backstage.
What?
Any
Anyway, back to our conversation. You guys can just relax. The world hasn't been destroyed. Really? It's not destroyed? Then we can all go home and...
Nah, that ain't happening.
Why? If the world is still intact, then we have homes to return to.
I told you that ain't happening, you dumb sea urchin-headed... Wait, that's me.
Monokuma, what's going on?
Do you really want to know? Forget about the world! It wants nothing to do with you! The walls of this academy are your world now! The outside world is of no concern to you! The audience certainly agrees with me. Isn't that right, you guys?
What? Who are these people?
They've all been watching this killing game transpire.
Of course, those you see here are only a fraction of our total viewers.
It's just like Shuichi said. This was all arranged because people want to see it.
So this was all a show. This whole killing game.
Yeah. Everyone in this whole peaceful world watches this show.
Peaceful world?
The outside world is peace itself. There's no despair or wars, and... All the people in this peaceful world are straight up crazy for this killing game!
But wait, why would a peaceful world need a game like this?
It's because the world is so peaceful that this killing game is necessary!
It is so very peaceful. And so... it is so very boring.
With so much peace, people have become bored. They need stimulation.
He created this ultimate real fiction, so Danganronpa could fulfill that need. Every person in the outside world watching this is a huge Danganronpa fan. Everyone loves the killing games. This killing game is for everyone.
That's why it was
So it's
shown.
everyone's killing school semester.
This killing game is the latest entry in Danganronpa.
The long-awaited sequel that everyone has been waiting for!
This is the truth of this killing game! Isn't it the ultimate real fiction?
We were forced to play some fictional killing game?
What?
Danganronpa! You noticed way too late. There's no Danganronpa without Monokuma! Since I'm here, that means this is Danganronpa!
What is this?
Can't you tell? It's the title of the current Danganronpa you guys are doing.
A testament to the unquenchable thirst this blood-soaked world has for Danganronpa.
What do you mean?
Danganronpa's gone on so long because the whole world enjoys and supports it.
Huh? How long has it gone on?
Oh god, well...
Did you forget what season of Danganronpa this is? You guys are dumber than ants.
Shuichi, What do you think?
It's either 3 or 4 if they want to count the anime.
What number killing game is this? What season do you think we're on?
Probably 4.
You should be able to tell from the logo.
Well, it's a 3rd game, but it's the 4th one in the sequel.
And if that's not enough of a hint, just feast your eyes below my belt.
$53?
I see now. Could this be the 53rd one?
Ding ding! Correct! This is the 53rd season of Danganronpa!
What? Where's the...
In other words, Danganronpa V3's official name is Danganronpa 53!
5-3.
Starting with the Hope's Peak Academy arc in Danganronpa 1, 2, then 3.
Next Danganronpa! Danganronpa 3!
Came more killing games!
The return! This is a miracle!
Transcended games and anime to become this! The ultimate real fiction! And now, we're in the 53rd season of Danganronpa!
53rd season?
What? Did the letter in there throw you off? Well, I guess that happens. But isn't
God.
it just rad how it looks like
Keeps,
a letter?
they keep pulling out
but
more
it's really a
characters. I
number?
think we kept going through everyone, but we haven't.
Our title is the 53rd. As this is the 53rd game we have masterminded. It was supposed to be a hint, but whatever. I'm over it.
Since this is the 53rd season, one would expect to see a multitude of characters.
But you only have memories from the first 2, so you wouldn't recognize any others.
That's why I've limited myself to only cosplaying as Hope's Peak characters.
Is it sinking in yet? This killing game is just the 53rd season of Danganronpa.
The 53rd Danganronpa.
Trapped in a fictional Danganronpa-inspired world and forced to play the killing game. That is what the world desired from you.
So yes, I'm the mastermind. But the real mastermind forcing you to do this is... the people of the outside world! The people of the outside world are the ones who are forcing you to do this!
The whole world is the real mastermind?
The reason I made this world? The reason you guys did the killing game? It's all because the outside world wants it, you know? It's not just me. It's everyone involved in this project.
Project?
What? You don't know what that is? Is your brain leaking oil or something? The ones managing this killing game aren't psychos like the remnants of despair.
They're literal managers! Literally! So I want to hear your best guess. What company is running this show?
I see it!
Okay, good. It wasn't Future Foundation. I was about to fucking lose my minds if that is true.
Danganronpa?
Yeah, the company that makes Danganronpa is called Team Danganronpa.
You guys are behind in your studies! The audience knew the answer right away!
It's in the title credits at the start, too.
No, you're kidding. Seen that too. I guess it's technically 5 then. They're doing the other entrance. Okay, I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. Did I?
I'm also a part of Team Danganronpa. We make the finest killing entertainment. Everyone enjoys our work oh so much. And our newest project is Danganronpa V3, Killing Harmony.
A heart-pounding killing game brought to life by Ultimate Real Fiction!
Shut up! You created an entire fictional world to make us do this fictional killing game? No matter how many false memories we've been implanted with, we aren't fictional!
You sure about that?
What?
Either way, I don't want to do this anymore. Let me go home already!
That's impossible. Didn't I tell you that you have no homes to go back to?
What? Why not?
Because you're just like us. You only exist within the world of Danganronpa.
Just like you?
Still don't get it? You just need to ask yourselves one question. Who the hell are you guys?
We're the same. We're all just like you?
Yes, that's right. You're all fictional too.
Yo, how come when you cosplayed as one of them that you had the cosplay plots?
Fictional characters created solely for this killing game.
Nothing we can do about it, I'm afraid. Danganronpa's that kind of property.
What are you saying?
We're not fictional. We're living, breathing people.
Your immaterial existence is a fabrication, independent of your actual flesh and blood.
Yep, you're all fictional. You guys out there beyond the fourth wall already knew that, right? You all didn't look like this when you first came to the Ultimate Academy. Those were your true selves. Now you're all just fictional characters. That's the truth.
Persona. They're just normal students. They're just normal.
Average, everyday people with no ultimate talent whatsoever. When you guys came to this academy for the first time, You were just boring, everyday high school students.
You were average students with no talent. Just like me.
But boring everyday characters have no right to be in Danganronpa. So you were all made more suitable for your new roles.
Everyone remembered thanks to the first flashback light. You were all given personalities, talents, and upbringings to create your characters. Much like that delightful documentary, Making a Murderer.
Is that a real documentary?
It was at that point that the prologue of this story began.
Which means your ultimate talents are all just fiction.
Our talents as well?
Yep, your talents are a bunch of lies. I mean, they suited you to a certain extent, but mostly in a placebo effect sort of way. Kinda like a form of auto-suggestion. You know, like if you do it, it'll all work out.
But it's not just your talents, it's your personalities, families, memories.
It's all fiction, created by the flashback light.
And you really say you're not fictional now?
Even if your body is real, your identities, personalities, talents, and past
That's
are
why
all
she got the
fiction.
pox.
You really say none of this is fictional now?
So she said that it's a real person.
Wait a minute. What are you babbling about? Our identities, personalities, talents, and pasts are all fictional? That's stupid!
It's not stupid! Isn't this what you all wanted?
Oh boy.
You wanted this? Yeah, you wouldn't remember, but you guys were all from the outside world.
It's not strange at all that you'd want to be part of the show you love.
No way! Are you saying we wanted to participate in this killing game?
That makes sense.
That's not possible! How could we ever—
Please, everyone, take a look at this.
Number 154. My name is... I've always been such a huge fan of Danganronpa and always wanted to be in one. If I were a contestant, I would want to be an ultimate detective. I know there's been a few in the past, and I've always loved those characters. So I would want to be one of them. But I don't have to be a detective. I'll be anything to be part of the show. And I mean that. Anything. I do anything to be part of Danganronpa. I promise, if I get selected, I will work as hard as I can. I will come up with the best, most gruesome murders, I promise. Everyone will love it. And an ultimate detective hasn't been the blackened yet, so I'm sure I could do that.
God.
I'm also thinking about the perfect punishment for an ultimate detective.
Oh my god.
What was that?
Could you imagine?
Wasn't that you, Shuichi?
No, it can't be. I'd never say something like...
You wouldn't say that now, but this is you before you became who you are now.
What?
When we saw your audition tape, we had a flash of inspiration. The weakest ultimate detective ever.
What?
Wouldn't it be great to see him grow?
And that's why we made your character and had you join the gang.
The rest of you are no different. You auditioned, and were selected as well.
Auditioned?
Yeah, you were all so excited when you were selected.
I believe it was right after you all received your ultimate wardrobe. Huh?
Why am I wearing this?
How nice!
Huh?
So...
You guys are ready?
Could it be...
All right.
You got picked, really? All right. I'm selected for it too.
We really said that?
That's a lie. I have no memory of that.
How was the robot?
That is all. Because of the flashback light we used on you.
The people you used to be are gone. You're fictional characters now.
Do you finally understand? You are all flesh and blood fictional characters.
So you got nowhere to return. All that stuff's fiction too.
What? What do you? Oh, I see.
Friends and family. My whole life before coming here.
All fiction. That's what a backstory is.
You can't go back home, because there is no such place! Just like how there's no Togami Corporation in the real world.
The only place we fictional characters can live is in this fictional world. Only in this world. Only in Danganronpa.
Only in this world? Yes! The place you're actually trapped inside is the Danganronpa world! That's why you guys can't leave this place! That's why your only option is to continue the killing game here! You're all fictional characters, created to kill each other! It's what the world wants! That's why there's nowhere to run.
Enough. I don't want to know anything else. I've had enough.
That reaction!
Maybe you fell into despair.
It's times like these you need to look to your friends for support.
However, all your friends are fictional too!
For example, even Kaito's illness was given to him as part of his character.
What? How could you do that?
What? I was the one who came up with that plotline and gave him that virus. I was also the one who came up with the plotline where you fell for Kaito.
What?
What are you saying?
Then, what about Tenko? Was she always defending me
Because that was her character. It's the same for me, too.
A character created to bring excitement to the killing game, much like myself.
So the killing game swelled with excitement. Even my pants started to swell too.
You're telling us this is all a lie? Even my feelings?
Fudge me, man.
Are you
This
saying
game
even
is like
those were
everything
lies?
and twisted it so hard.
Well, if you're going to call fiction a lie, then yes. Everything in this world has a writing credit. All our words and actions are just a bunch of lies.
For example, an unbreakable vow of brotherhood is just a simple plotline.
You said it, bro! However, that was a splendid plotline!
Even that thing Kaede said that moved Shuichi's heart.
What?
That was a lie, because the real Kaede said...
I'm perfect for a killing game. I don't have any faith in humanity.
What?
And who could forget Kaito's inspiring line?
Possible spots, all you gotta do is make it so.
That was a lie! Because the real Kaito said...
I'm not just gonna be in Danganronpa. I'm gonna kill everybody and win! Once I've got fame and fortune, I don't gotta worry about what's impossible.
It's all fiction! It's all a lie! Every single thing that has happened in this killing game is a lie!
Because of them, I was able to change. That's why I was trying to live for them too. I was trying so hard to stay positive. But if that's a lie,
Why am I here? Why did I even survive this long?
This is fiction. There's no greater meaning. No greater meaning to death. No greater meaning to life. It's all fiction. There's no meaning to be found in any of it.
It's so gross I could just barf.
Well, I guess it makes sense you wouldn't believe all this stuff.
How about that? You in despair yet? It will be troublesome for us if you don't despair under our rule. Danganronpa's all about despair! The reason this killing game's so popular, why it's gone on for 53 seasons. That reason is despair. Viewers flock to see your despair.
That's why all those people out there look so happy! See?
What is this?
is this despair?
Is this what the outside world wants? Is this what they want from us?
Oh, don't have the energy to yell? Well, yelling for help is useless for fictional characters anyway. It makes the viewers even more depraved and obsessed when they feel sorry for you. They watch, knowing that they shouldn't, just to revel in the depravity of it all. That depravity is the appeal of death games. It's the appeal of this very killing game. It's the appeal of Danganronpa itself.
So what are we supposed to do?
Huh? What was that?
What are we supposed to do? What's gonna happen to us?
What are you guys talking about? Weren't you going to ruin the class trial and end the killing games? Go ahead and stop it if you can. Try and stop a world obsessed with it.
There's no way to stop it. It's impossible.
Oh, are you giving up already?
It's all a lie, isn't it? Me, everyone here, everyone who died. Everything's a lie, right? I can't fight for a lie, can I?
Oh! What's the matter? Are you in despair? No matter how much you grow, Shuichi, you're still weak after all. Now that you know it's all lies, you've gone back to the weak ultimate detective.
This pleases us. It is a despair fit for Danganronpa.
Well, that was surprisingly disappointing. But I guess it's okay. We're still on script.
Everything's meaningless. Everything we've done, everything we've faced together, all of our failings. Pitch black lies. It doesn't matter how many mysteries you solve. The mysteries are all fiction in the first place. All script. It's all over. It's all just a lie anyway. Doesn't matter what you do. It's over now. There's multiple endings? Is this the end? When I was in trouble, my inner voice would always guide me. The guidance is what brought me here. I don't know. I don't believe that was a mistake, so I will trust it. Please tell me. Please tell me what I should do. Please tell me your decision. I'm the inner voice?
I hear your voices crystal clear. My inner voice is telling me I need to remedy this situation. That is why I will not give up. I will not give up hope until the very end. We can't give up. No matter what, hope is always within reach. We must keep our heads high and search for hope, especially in deepest despair. Hope?
Huh? What hope?
You said so yourself. This killing game is the ultimate real fiction. If this is both real and fiction, then logically it can't all be fiction. Even if this world is fiction, even if we're fiction, there must be something we can do. So there must be a way to break through this. I won't give up hope. Not ever!
Jeez, how annoying.
The outside world doesn't just want despair. It wants hope too. If our voices have reached the outside world, then what my inner voice is telling me is...
Oh, your inner voice? That's the voice of the outside world.
What?
I know, because I wrote your plotline too. There's no way I wouldn't know who that is you're hearing. That's the voice of the outside world.
The voice of the outside world?
From the start of this killing game, you've had a unique role. You're the audience surrogate.
What? Audience surrogate?
Your inner voice allows communication between yourself and the audience.
That function exists to keep the audience entertained.
Now tell me, what is your inner voice? Speak clearly and enunciate.
This is it! An audience survey?
Well done! Yes, indeed that is the truth!
It's two-way communication that lets you participate in the program from home.
That is your inner voice's true nature, the results of an audience survey.
The voice I relied on for guidance was just the audience answering survey questions?
Every move you made was dictated by the audience's answers to that survey.
For this season of Danganronpa, the main gimmick is audience participation.
That antenna on your head lets you receive their answers.
This is an antenna?
When your antenna broke and you went crazy, that was a big problem for us. We got flooded with complaints from the audience.
But that's not your only role. You're also the audience's camera.
Camera?
Your eyes are the eyes of the audience itself!
The audience's eyes?
The outside world has been watching from your eyes the whole time! It lets them feel like they're really a part of the Danganronpa world! And it's all thanks to you! That's why I'm so glad you survived all the way through! Because now I can use you to plunge the outside world into despair!
Despair?
If the audience surrogate falls into despair, then the audience does too. By making you fall into despair, I can make the entire world fall into despair. My despair will turn from fiction to fact and destroy reality itself.
Isn't that just the most delightful despair?
Why would you go to all this trouble? Isn't Junko Enoshima just a costume?
Oh, Kibo, mon petit doudou! My cosplay is a perfect reproduction.
Actually doing stuff the characters would is totally part of that.
Is that why you want the world to fall into despair?
That's messed up! But that's the whole point of Danganronpa.
The outside world wants to see horrible setups and payoffs!
What could be more horrible than a fictional despair eroding the real world?
No one could have imagined an end this hopeless.
No, I won't give in to despair.
Huh?
If I'm a surrogate for the audience, then I will use my inner voice to broadcast hope to the outside world.
I already fucking told you! The outside world only wants despair!
There's no way to spread hope to an audience that watches killing games.
No, my inner voice already told me what to do. I need to remedy this. If that's the voice of the outside world, then the outside world actually wants hope. So I will trust the outside world. I will trust in hope.
The ultimate hope robot.
This is the power of hope. I will not lose to your despair. Not when I'm carrying the hope of the outside world.
Ugh, how annoying. Hope? That's not popular.
Well, if I can get someone like you to fall into despair, that'd be a great ending.
I won't let you do that. Hope will never give in to despair.
Oh, you're going to go that far?
Then, let's settle this.
The final battle between hope and despair.
Yahoo! Now that's what Danganronpa's all about!
Settle this.
Yes, that is a problem. The class trial is in disarray because Monokuma broke a rule.
You're the one who broke the rule. How about we start over and have a special vote?
A special vote? But you're the one who broke the rules in the first place.
Whatever, man. We've made it this far together. Let's just do one last vote.
Cause that's what Danganronpa's all about!
This final special vote will determine, between Kibo and I, which of us should get punished.
What?
This'll be a vote to determine how this story ends.
You guys have to decide whether this story ends in hope or despair.
To end in hope?
To end in despair?
We decide?
Oh man, this is great! The outside world is starting to get jazzed up!
Hope will definitely win. No one here wants despair to win.
Yeah, that's right. We can't side with the mastermind.
Even if that choice ends in your suffering?
Suffering?
All right, let me explain what's gonna happen after the vote.
If Kibo, representing hope, is punished, and I, representing despair, win,
Then, per the rules, the killing school semester will continue until only 2 students remain.
You're going to continue the game?
No need to worry, because there aren't gonna be any more murders. My predictions are always correct 30% of the time.
Even if we make new flashback-like motives for you, you'd know they're lies.
So no matter how many motives we provide, it's more likely that nothing will happen.
Nothing will happen.
All lives happily ever after in the academy.
No! That's no way to live! Imprisoned in this school?
even if you went outside, there'd be no point.
As I said, all your memories are nothing but fiction.
Your hometowns, your families, your friends, they never existed in the first place.
Because they're all fiction!
Danganronpa characters can only live in the Danganronpa setting.
There's no reason to pull out of school. Only losers pull out.
Then at least put us back how we were!
Silence! Weep not over spilled milk.
Huh? I told you guys already. You can't get rid of memories with flashback lights.
Flashback lights can only overwrite old memories with new ones.
But if you're absolutely serious, then use a flashback light to become a different fictional character instead.
So we can't go back to the way we were?
Fuck yeah! How about that despair? But if I, representing despair, am punished, and Kibo, representing hope, wins...
Then this killing game will end, of course.
However, you must follow the rules. The game will continue until the final two.
So only 2 of you can graduate.
What?
Out of the 4 of us, only 2 can survive?
Yes, that is so. I will let you decide the 2 who will survive.
We got this far, and you're telling us to sacrifice more of our friends?
It's just 2 measly sacrifices, and then the rest of you losers can leave the academy.
However, even if you do escape to the outside world, you will find it most unwelcoming.
No! As long as we never give up, there will always be hope.
Well, if you're gonna be a pussy about it, do whatever you want.
Can you choose which 2 will survive? Can you choose which 2 will be sacrificed?
I sacrifice myself!
What?
If it will bring hope to everyone and the outside world, I will gladly sacrifice myself.
But, Kibo...
It's okay. Even if it destroys my body, I will defeat despair.
Kibo!
Even if you sacrifice yourself, you still need one more.
In order for Hope to win, there needs to be one more sacrifice. Shuichi, Maki, and Himiko. One of them has to sacrifice themselves. Or Hope can't win.
You got the guts to make such a heartless choice?
That's...
Do you understand now? Even if you choose hope, you will still suffer.
You don't need to choose the hard way. No one expects you guys to do that.
Yeah, there will be no more killing. So let's all just stay here together.
There's no reason to go outside. Let's stay here together.
Won't you stay here together?
Let's all stay together.
I want to stay here with you.
Here? Together?
I think everyone will feel a lot better after they vote for Kibo. Come on, let's stay together, please.
Together? Okay.
Don't let her fool you! Despair won't end this killing game. Only hope will.
Hope?
The world outside
Killing
craves
game will
despair.
live on forever!
This killing game will end in despair.
Everyone wants to feel despair.
Absolutely loves me.
Despair is Danganronpa!
Like this.
Dang nabbit, I missed.
This despair's gonna fuck up reality itself.
This time, the theme is the despair.
Be
The
sure to
bad
check out the
ending.
website.
The world
Everyone wants
No, I missed it! Got it.
despair's gonna fuck up reality.
No! Why do I have... Why is my... You know what? F you frames. You can go suck an a-hole. I'm so sick of this game causing my computer not... Or causing the OBS not be able to fucking capture it. No! Son of a biscuit! You missed one, you have to do the whole thing over again. No! God damn it! You know, this would be so bad if we run Earthquake! God almighty!
No! This shouldn't be difficult! Register my mouse! Gosh, flippin'. Click!
Finally!
Hope moves forward!
That shouldn't have been that difficult!
I will never give up. Hope will never lose to despair.
Huh? How's not giving up gonna help you, huh? Huh?
Even if you won't give up, as long as you don't sacrifice someone else.
I'll sacrifice myself.
What?
If Kibo and I sacrifice ourselves, then Shuichi and Himiko live, right? And they can survive this absurd killing game.
Maki?
After listening to Kibo, I've decided. I don't want this killing game to end with despair. That would just piss me off.
Even if you only feel that way because I wrote you like that, just like with Kaito.
Even then, I'll choose that ending if it means I can kill you. Even if I have to sacrifice my life, I will kill you.
Sacrifice? Wait, Maki!
I'm sorry. I've already made up my mind.
But what's gonna happen to us? Can we really go back to the outside world?
What indeed? I told you over and over there's nothing for you out there.
No, once the audience sees this ending, I'm sure they'll help us. Everything is going to be okay. We'll definitely find hope.
What do you mean, hope?
What?
I reject that hope! I refuse. I won't accept that hope.
Shuichi, what's the matter?
It's because of hope that this whole thing is happening! I reject that hope!
I'm still pissed off
Hope
from the
itself
last
is
thing.
the villain here. We suffer because of hope. Tsumugi isn't trying to make us despair. She wants us to trust in hope. So I say no. I reject that hope.
Tsumugi wants us to trust in hope? What does that mean?
The reason this madness has gone on 53 times, it's because of hope. It's because the audience wants hope. They want to see hope defeat despair in the end. It's Hope's Peak Academy all over again. So if we fight for hope, we just be giving them what they want. And the killings will never end. Don't you see? Despair is the only choice. The reason this madness has gone on 53 times, it's because of hope. It's because the audience wants hope. They want to see hope defeat despair in the end. It's Hope's Peak Academy all over again. So if we fight for hope, we just be giving them what they want. And the killings will never end. Don't you see? Despair is the only choice.
I will cut down your words! Despair takes everything from people, even their strength to press onward. That's why it's not possible for despair to be better.
The people watching probably feel the same way. They want hope too.
What?
Even if it's fiction, everyone wants to feel hope. It gives them courage. And this killing game continues because we keep giving them the hope they want. While they ignore all the tragedies that we had to suffer to get there.
Shuichi, that's...
Then let's start the voting time!
What?
The final vote! It's all gonna end here! You and your shitty hope!
Wait! We're not finished talking!
Please, let me just ask one more thing. I have to know something before we vote.
What is it?
If Hope wins this final vote, Kibo and Maki will sacrifice themselves. And you, Tsumugi, the loser, will also be punished, correct? What kind of punishment will they receive? Please, tell me what it is.
Why should I tell you? I never said anything about a punishment, did I?
That's right! The punishment isn't the problem right now. The problem is...
No, that is the problem. Because if the punishment is what I think it is, then everything would make sense. Including why Rantaro participated in another killing game.
Rantaro? What does he have to...
You know the answer, Kibo.
Me?
If you really are connected to the outside world, then I want you to find the answer.
This is it! I got it. The punishment is you have to participate in the next killing game, right?
What?
Yeah, I think so. The punishment after the final vote is to participate in another killing game. That's what Rantaro was talking about. Something similar must have happened in the last killing game, and he was given a choice. He sacrificed himself and was forced to participate again. All this means is, if we choose Hope here, the killing game won't end. Tsumugi will still be the mastermind, Kibo will still represent the viewers, and Maki will be the new ultimate survivor. The killing game will begin again. Don't you see? If Hope wins, the killing won't stop. It's because Hope wins that the killing never stops. It's what the people want. They want Hope to win. They want the happy ending. That's how the killing game has gone on 53 times.
The killing game persists because Hope always wins?
That's why I'm going to reject that hope.
It's despair. You're going to choose despair to end the killing game? How boring.
But this is fine. Our audience loves despair, so this will please them too.
After all, even if despair wins, the killing game still won't end.
Then, Hope has to win this game too. If we continue to win for Hope, then this killing game will surely end someday.
No, you don't get it. It's not going to end. It's going to keep happening over and over.
Then what are we supposed to do?
When Maki said she was going to sacrifice herself just now, I thought, why? So many of our friends have sacrificed their lives. Why Maki? Why now? Why do we have to go through it again? The sorrow of losing Kaede and Kaito. Why do we have to feel that sadness over and over and over again? Why do we have to bear that burden? Well, I don't care how much the audience wants it. I'm not gonna feel that way anymore! I don't want anyone to feel that way anymore! Even if this is fiction, even if we're all fictional, the pain in my heart is real. The sadness I feel when I lose the people I love is real. I won't forgive this game that treats us like toys. And if this is what the world wants, then I reject that world! I'll fight the world that inflicts suffering for entertainment!
Fight the outside world?
It doesn't matter what you do. No matter what a fictional character does or says, it's just fiction to the outside world.
Then I'll fight the outside world from within this fiction.
From within this fiction? But how?
I refuse to vote.
Refuse to vote?
Monokuma said that if we don't vote, we'll be killed for breaking the rules.
Yes, I know. That's why I'm doing it. If this ends without a single vote being cast for hope or despair, the audience would hate it. They'd never accept an ending like that. So I abstain. I refuse to give the outside world the ending it wants. I won't vote for Kibo or Tsumugi. I reject both hope and despair. I'll put a stop to this killing game.
You can't stop it! If Danganronpa ends, I'll be out of a job!
Even if this is all fake, our suffering and pain is real. It was rough for me too.
It's a death game. What the fuck you gonna do?
Ain't it better to just let it end with despair? I reject both hope and despair. I reject a world that would make us do this. Which is why I abstain from voting. So this won't end in hope or despair.
You can't throw away your futures. Hope is contagious.
It should end with hope, but still.
Kibo, what are you doing? Did your inner voice really tell you to do that? Did it tell you to reject hope?
No. My inner voice is still telling me not to give up on hope. But if that hope demands tragedy from us, then I cannot trust it. I may be a robot, but the thought of my friends dying still fills me with sadness. I don't want anyone else to feel this way. So, I will abandon hope.
Do you know what will happen if you do that? To defy the audience!
I don't give a damn. This killing game is over anyway. New characters are created just to show the outside world a fictional hope. They get written into these killing games, forced to betray one another. And at the end of the slaughter, the tragedy, the despair, hope always wins. Well, I've had enough of it. We're gonna end this right now. We won't let it end the way they want. We won't make a good ending or a bad one. To end this killing game and end it forever. We will reject Danganronpa.
Shuichi.
Tsumugi, you were right. I'm weak. I'm weaker than everyone else. If I didn't have my friends, I'd be useless. That's true even now. If Kibo and Maki didn't stand up, I would have ended it all right then. But it's because I'm weak, and because I lost my way, that I finally realized. I finally realized how cruel this hope really is.
Hold on, everyone. If we keep thinking, we can find a better ending, and...
Himiko, Maki, will you abstain from voting with me?
Yeah? Abstain from voting? You can't do that. All three of you will be killed if you do.
You guys really want to commit suicide?
It's still a sin to throw your life away, even if your life is fictional.
You've been fighting so hard to survive, but now you're gonna give up?
Such foolishness! To cast your life away is the height of stupidity.
Himiko, we can put an end to this insane killing game. We're gonna use our lives to end this madness.
Use our lives?
But Himiko, you have to choose, okay? You can't look away. You can't back down. You have to choose. Only those who have found the truth can choose their destiny. If we refuse to vote, we all die.
To choose death is to blaspheme against life itself.
Hope and despair. Neither the victor. No one would want an ending like that.
You would throw your life away for that?
That would be a meaningless death.
No, it wouldn't. Our lives are our strongest weapons. And with these weapons, we will against the outside world.
I'm gonna put an end to it. Even if I'm a fictional character, my life is real. That's why killing games are fun, right? It's fun to see two lives clash, right? I won't let you use my life for some show. I'm gonna use my life to end this killing game. So Tenko, Angie, and all the past victims can rest in peace. I'll use the only weapon I've got. I'll use my life to put an end to this killing game!
What? Suicide is suicide, no matter what your reason is.
Perhaps that thought is just another work of fiction, following along my outline.
It could be a part of my script, just like Maki falling for Kaito, you know? Because if none of you vote, and I do, then I'll be the only one who survives. Doesn't that sound exactly like something the big bad mastermind would come up with?
It's okay, Maki. Believe in me. And believe in yourself. Just like you believed in Kaito.
Believe in myself?
That's why you have to fight, even if you're scared. Because you have that strength. Come on! It'd be a lousy story if the hero gave up so easily.
My desire to end the killing game may be fictional, and the mastermind is a sole survivor with convenient ending for her. Oh, that might be implanted as well, just like my feelings for Kaito. Everything is fiction, a story written by someone. But even then,
Even your thoughts are works of fiction! It's all following my outline to a T!
This whole shebang is fiction. That's Danganronpa for ya!
Even if it is fiction, it's because of everyone's sacrifices that we've come this far. Their deaths have to be more than just fiction. There must be something we can do.
You mean to live your lives for them as well?
We're going to use this fiction to change reality. We're going to end Danganronpa.
I will believe in myself. Even if everything is fictional, I'll believe in my feelings. If I can't believe in my feelings, then my existence will have no meaning. If we can change reality, then we won't be just fiction. Our lives will have significance. And hopefully, my feelings will have significance too.
That it's okay for everyone to die together!
Man, why do you guys want to die so badly?
It's not that I want to die. We fought so hard to survive. Of course we don't want to die. But it's not just about us. Everyone who died in the killing games felt the same way. They were all desperate to live. They wanted to survive. For themselves and for someone else. That desire isn't fictional to us. That pain isn't fictional to us. To us, the killing game is real tragedy. That's why we have to stop it. We won't let this happen ever again.
Like I told you, it's not going to stop, because that's what the world wants. As long as the world wants killing games, Danganronpa will not end!
Then we have to change it.
There's no way you can change it. Fiction could never change the real...
You don't believe in the power of fiction?
Huh?
It may not be a physical power, but our wish will surely be received by someone. If fiction has the power to touch people's hearts, then that power can change the world. That is what I believe. I will also abandon my vote, just as Shuichi suggested.
Then it's decided. We reject hope and despair. We refuse to bow to the demands of the outside world.
Are you serious?
Are you getting flustered? Your costume changes are less frequent now.
Are you crazy? If you do that, only I, the mastermind, will survive, you know?
What about hope?
What about despair?
Do whatever you want with hope and despair.
We already decided to quit this killing game.
I don't care about this fictional world.
That's right! This class trial is over!
Voting time? No, not yet. This game is gonna continue.
The killing game will continue!
This trial will go on forever and ever! This game is gonna keep going! And this class trial ain't over yet either! You really want the killing game to end? You really want Danganronpa to end? Come on, even if we keep going back and forth! Let's keep this game going! I won't let it be voting time! This game is gonna keep... We keep going back and forth. Let's keep this game going. I won't let it be voting time. Hey, why aren't you doing anything?
I'm abandoning this game. I won't play your game anymore, Monica. Now start the vote.
I won't let you abandon this game. I definitely won't let you!
Yeah, I still need you guys to keep playing the game!
Did I really hit a genuine game over?
Hey, what are you doing?
Let's have more fun with the game! Let's have lots and lots of fun with Danganronpa!
I see. What?
Do the class trial right, or the audience is gonna get bored!
Ho, 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 ho!
Fine, be bored. We're not here for your entertainment. We're trying to survive. You're the ones who want us to be entertaining. If you're gonna complain, perhaps you should just stop watching. Even if we have to make the entire audience hate us, we're not gonna stop. We're gonna end our tragedy here.
Give up already and start voting time.
All 4 of us will abstain from voting, so you'll be the only one who survives.
Are you okay with that, Kibo? Is your inner voice telling you that's okay? Does the outside world really want that? Do they want Danganronpa to end? Hey, what are they saying? What's your inner voice saying?
My inner voice doesn't matter anymore. I'm going to end this game with my friend.
Kibo?
Kibo, what's wrong?
That's what I thought. See? They don't want this kind of ending. They want the killing games to continue. That is the outside world's decision.
What?
Isn't that right, Kibo?
Yes, my inner voice will not accept an ending without hope or despair.
Kibo!
Kibo, get a hold of yourself!
That's not possible. The Kibo you see there isn't the one you know. Like I said, you can't defy the audience when you're their surrogate. It's because he did such a silly thing that he's feeling the audience's anger now.
What do you mean? What's happening to Kibo?
Since Kibo kept defying the audience, they took a vote and decided that troublesome personality of his should be erased.
His personality was erased?
How cruel can you guys be?
But that's the decision of the outside world. Don't just end Danganronpa! We supported you! You owe us! That's what they said. So it doesn't matter how much you fight, you can't change the outside world! Because the outside world still wants Danganronpa! That won't change!
What did you say?
So do you still want to throw your lives away? Even if it changes nothing?
Kibo!
Kibo!
I can barely control it. Looks like this is the end.
Don't say that! You survived this far!
I'm sorry. I could not fight with you until the end. But your choice is not wrong. The real enemy is the outside world who is enjoying this killing game. So please, use me to change the world.
Kibo!
Kibo! Stay with us!
He's completely erased. That makes me sad too, you know. He was a character I created. But this is the end. The outside world rejects your decision. So no matter how you use your lives, it won't change anything.
Then I'll change it. Kibo gave us this one chance. If Kibo is doing what the outside world is telling him, we just have to convince him. I know we can change the world. We owe it to Kibo to try.
I said it's impossible! For fiction to change the real world...
The impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so. You can even change the world. No, we will change the world. For ourselves, and everyone who died.
You're going to throw your lives away for those who have died? You fought to survive this killing game. If you die now, it's all over.
Even if we die, it's not the end. Our friends who died gave us their love, and we changed because of that. If we can inspire change in others, then that love will live on. That love will tear down the wall between fiction and reality, and it will live on forever. That's why I'm gonna change the world. As long as I have their love, I will change it. Even if this whole story is a lie, I will use that lie to change the world.
That's right. We're not gonna just be fiction.
Shuichi, you can change this world. Because you're Kaito's sidekick.
There's no way you can persuade them like that. They all love the killing games. They can't get enough Danganronpa.
I'm leaving the world what it wants. I won't let hypocrites interfere.
Kibo, let me hear the voices of the outside world, and let them hear me.
This isn't my Danganronpa. I'm a longtime fan. Do you realize how much I've given to this show? I'm gonna be pissed if there isn't a happy ending. Man, this debate is getting whack. I don't like twists like this. This is getting way too meta. This isn't my Danganronpa. I'm a longtime fan. Do you realize how much I've given to this show? I'm gonna be pissed if there isn't a happy ending. Man, this debate is getting whack. I don't like twists like this. This is getting way too meta. No way fiction can change the world, lol.
Fiction has the power to change reality.
I'm not here for a damn lecture. Hey, what about Little Miss Assassin's punishment? Preachy characters are so annoying. Man, I was rooting for the detective. This guy should have died instead of Kaede. Death makes the characters better. Death is the point of Danganronpa. I'm not here for a damn lecture.
Hey, what about Little Miss Assassin's punishment?
Preachy characters are so annoying. Man, I was rooting for the detective. This guy should have died instead of Kaede. Death makes the characters better. Death is the point of Danganronpa. I'm not here for a damn lecture.
Hey, what about Little Miss Assassin's punishment?
Preachy characters are so annoying. Killing games are the best form of entertainment.
I won't let you use our lives for entertainment.
Hope versus despair. Pick one. Despair. Hope. Despair. Hope. Despair. Hope. Despair. Hope. Despair. 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 Hope. Despair. 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 Hope. 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 Despair. Despair. Hope. Despair. Hope. Despair. Hope. Despair. This ending sucks. Hope. Hope. Despair. Despair. Hope. Hope. Despair. Despair. Hope. Hope. Despair. Despair. Hope. Hope. Despair. Despair. Hope. Hope. Hope versus despair. Hope. Despair. Hope. Despair. Hope. Despair. Hope. Despair. Hope. Despair. 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 Hope. Despair. 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 Hope. 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 Despair. Despair. Hope. Despair. Hope. Despair. Hope. Despair. This ending sucks. A pointless death because no one voted is the worst ending ever!
Screw it up.
Hope versus despair! Pick one! Despair! Hope! Despair! Hope! Despair! Hope! Despair! Hope! Despair! 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 Hope! Despair! 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 Hope! 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 Despair! Despair! Hope! Despair! A pointless death because no one voted is the worst ending ever!
It's not pointless. We're gonna use our lives to change the world.
Is Danganronpa really gonna end?
You can't just end it out of the blue like
Who
this!
cares if they die? They're not real! Just kill each other already! Hope! Despair! Hope! Despair! Hope! Despair! Hope! Despair! We want more of the killing game! I need that sweet closure! Well, hopefully there's another season. There's no way they'd let it end like this, I'm a longtime fan. Do you realize how much I've given to this show? Death makes the characters better. The point of Danganronpa. This ending sucks. The point of Danganronpa. Danganronpa will never end, will it?
Together, we're gonna end Danganronpa!
I see now.
What just happened?
Kibo?
Like I said, it's pointless. The outside world won't let Danganronpa end. Everyone loves Danganronpa. That's reality. Killing game entertainment will continue forever!
Now then, let's proceed with voting time! I think hopeful Kibo should vote for despairing Tsumugi, without a doubt! That's what the outside world wants to see!
Let's give it everything we've got! Presenting one last voting time!
No. I'm not voting.
All right, looks like voting is over. Let's hurry and announce the results.
I didn't vote. That was the right thing to do, right?
The three of us might be penalized for abstaining to vote. But what's going to happen to Kibo and Tsumugi?
If Kibo is controlled by the outside world, he must have voted for Tsumugi.
Then what about Tsumugi? If she had cast one vote for Kibo, then it would be a tie, but...
Oh, there's no need to worry about that. I didn't vote either.
What?
What?
Just as I thought. You wanted Hope to win.
That's not it. We're friends, aren't we? There's no way I'd abandon you guys.
Friends? You've got no right saying that now!
I turned over a new leaf. I'm not lying. It's the truth. So, since the four of us abstained from voting, only Kibo's vote counts. No matter who he voted for, the only one who survives is Kibo. So, in other words, the winner is Hope. But Kibo said earlier that he'd sacrifice himself and take the punishment, right? So we're going to punish him. He'll be participating in the next killing game.
Hold it! Why are you punishing Kibo? If Kibo survives, then there's no need for him to be sacrificed.
It doesn't work like that. He needs to follow through on his words.
That's not fair! Are you twisting the rules again?
It's fine, because this is all fiction. Maybe it's a bit forced, but that's fiction for you, right? Well, since I didn't vote, I'll be killed with you guys. But I'll accept my death. If you guys are willing to die to stop the killing game, I'll die to continue it. Even if it's just fiction, I gave my life to make it. I've given my life to Danganronpa! And how about this for the next plotline? Hope has won, but the lone survivor, Kibo, remains trapped. Now he'll challenge the killing game anew. Will he be able to grasp true hope? Yeah, an ending like that can work, right?
What? This is the worst possible ending.
But this is bad. At this rate, our deaths will be meaningless.
Well, we already know the outcome, but we should follow protocol. Monokuma, please tell us the results.
Okay, then let's begin! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Who will win? hope or despair.
I got an A, really. Dang. Finally got an A. Finally.
What? Why?
All 5 people?
What did you say?
What's going on? What's going on? Why didn't Kibo bone? I'm relieved.
It can't be.
Oh, why? What is this?
Okay.
The world has changed.
What?
What? Huh?
That's true.
People refused to vote. That means the world has changed. It means the audience chose not to vote as well.
That's it.
They rejected the killing game. Serves you right. That's what you get for breaking the rules like that. Hold on. Is it really okay? Danganronpa is going to end? The killing game is full of tense standoffs and backstabbing amongst friends.
Stop!
So you're just gonna absurdly end with season 53? Is it really okay? People are turning it off.
What?
Huh?
No.
Your words can't reach them anymore.
That's it.
You never appreciated us. And it looks like you never appreciated the power of fiction. No one wants you anymore. No one wants to hear your sick, twisted stories anymore. It's over. This is it. It's finished. It really is ending, isn't it? So what are you gonna do now? Now it's over, there's no need for punishments.
No.
The half ending. There's no way to end Danganronpa. No, it needs to end with a punishment at the least. I see.
Hey!
Now if we continue to live after this choice we made, it doesn't really matter. The people will just wanted our killing game,
That's
so.
true.
So the only way to stop this killing game is to kill ourselves. Got it. Let's just get it over with. Well, it's going to end with everyone being annihilated. I never expected it ending like this, so I don't have a punishment ready. So I'll just leave it to Kibo. Alright, I'll do it. I'll be the one who ends this killing game. I'll bring the fiction to an end.
It's the will of the outside world.
That sucks. The last couple frames of this are gonna really suck down the drain. Thanks, flippin' OBS.
Destroy this entire fictional world, and end that is what the outside world wants.
I worked so hard to keep this going for 53 seasons, and now it's all over. Well, that's fine. If this is a world without killing games now, I don't want to be a part of it. I have no interest in a world without Danganronpa. I guess this is it for us. No survivors. That's kind of a bummer. But now it's all over. We were the last ones to suffer from the killing games. Come on, everyone. We should be proud. We were able to change the world.
Because
if this is just all fiction, then everything we achieved up to now just might be a lie. But those lies, they change the world. Even if they're just fictional characters someone made up.
That's it.
We're able to change the world.
All right.
You're right. I feel the same way. My plan was such a flawless copy. It even failed right at the end.
So I should be able to hold my head up high.
Huh? A cosplay copycat criminal?
Everyone!
Very well, let's begin. Or rather, let's end this. This will be the end of the outside world. There's Kibo again. That's the end of Danganronpa! Forever. Well, I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. I didn't expect the game to get so meta as it did. Right? Well, besides the game not registering with mouse clicks or button keyboard inputs, it was pretty good. Good. Other than that, it's good. That's my biggest complaint. No, that was it. I hope everyone enjoyed. We are done with the Danganronpa series. There's nothing left to do.
Are you okay?
What?
Yeah, somehow.
I'm sort of stuck here. Someone help me out.
Himiko, careful.
Yeah, I'm saved.
We made it. Hey, how were we saved? Why are we still alive?
Yeah, why are we alive? I wonder...
Where are we now? Another fictional world after the fiction has ended? What's left for us here? Closing ceremony. I guess we're not done yet. The game that never ends. We were silent for a long while, staring into the other side. Hold on, just a... Where we continue to hope, and they continue to torture us, the outside world. 53 times hope moved forward, 53 times the suffering continued. The world on the other side, the fiction, the real world.
So, what do we do now?
We didn't think of a plan for what to do after. I thought that was the end of us back there.
But we survived. And that's the truth. Okay.
Seems as though we didn't really have a choice. We can't stay here anymore. But I don't get it. Seriously, how are we still alive? When the world destroyed itself, I thought that we would go down with it. Kibo probably saved us. He made sure we didn't die. But why? Why would he do that? There's no point in us escape to the outside world. We're just fictional characters. Did Kibo save us because he was acting on what the outside world wanted? Then maybe this is what the outside world wanted. Yeah, for us to survive. That's right. In addition to ending all this, the outside world wanted us to live. I suppose the outside world wanted this lie to become the truth. So come on everyone, let's head outside with confidence.
Remember,
the outside world is waiting. The outside world, huh? I wonder what kind of world it is. A peaceful world with no fighting and no despair? That's what Kusami said, right?
You're right.
Yeah. If she wasn't lying. It might be a lie. Remember the last thing she said? It's such a flaw. My plan was such a flawless copy. It even failed right at the very end. So I should be able to hold my head up high as a cosplay cat criminal, right?
If I remember correctly...
She said copy. That means she's been copying someone, right? What does that mean? What indeed? What do you know? Well, I have some theories. Perhaps Hope Speed Academy and the remnants of despair really exist. Was just basing her performance on them. So, Kusami lied about the whole world being just
What did
fiction?
you say?
What a surprise ending. No, I don't know for sure. She might have been lying when she said copy. But if she's telling the truth, then it would make sense that that was a lie. What do you mean by that?
That's...
Showed us the way we were shown when we first arrived.
Huh? How nice!
Huh?
So... You guys are ready?
Could it be...
All right!
But...
I still don't believe it. I can't believe that any of us would volunteer for this. We forgot everything about our own selves after the flashback light, didn't we?
I remember correctly.
That's what she said, but something doesn't bug me about that. Even if we were obsessed with this killing game, I still can't believe we would participate in it. I just don't believe it. But I don't really have any logic behind that. One of Kato's hunches, huh?
What's the point?
Anyway, there's no way for us to check when we've all applied to the academy, right?
Okay.
Yeah. What? We can't? So in the end, we still don't know what is true or not. The fictional world ends here, and the real world lies out there. Perhaps just beyond there is the truth. But maybe it isn't. Maybe it isn't all still fiction or in that world, or maybe Danganronpa still continues in that world, or maybe the outside world is the same as this world. It might just be a world filled with lies. Well, if we can't get out of here, we'll know for sure. But I feel like there's not too much meaning in truth or lies. What do you mean? I mean that even if someone is a lie, if something is a lie, even if it's fiction,
remember,
it has the power to change the world, and then it must contain some kind of truth.
Aren't we proof of that? In this fictional world, we overcame all these fictional struggles. But those things changed us, and we were able to change the world. So it doesn't really matter where the truth ends and where the lies begin. If lies can change the world just as well as the truth can, then lies are just another way of telling the truth. Some lies can lead the world to hope. Some truths can lead the world to despair. So I don't think anyone can really say which is more right in the end.
I guess it's not important whether it's a truth or a lie, just where it leads to. Yeah, that's what I believe.
We stand with one foot in fiction and one foot in reality.
Then, we need to see for ourselves whether this fictional world has changed the outside world, and what we can do from this point on.
You're right. We can't stay in this fictional world forever. It's already over. We gotta take all the experience we earned in this world and go on to the next.
Yeah, let's go. We'll see what this world gained and what it lost, and all the rest. Let's find out together.
To the other side of this world, to the other side of fiction, let's find out together. It's what we could accomplish. The story lives on, I'm sure, even now. Even on the other side, it lives out there as well. And thus, the story lives on. Was it a lie? Was this lie able to change something? Was this lie able to change someone? Was this lie able to change the world? If it was able to change even the smallest thing. And the story isn't over. And now we ended.